Hey everyone, my name is Aynsley Lister. We are here as a band on tour in Germany right now, and we have called via Kloppmann Electrics to do a Meet the Artist. We're about to play a live show. There's going to be some gear talk. It's going to be a chilled night. We're going to have some fun, some laughs, a few beers, and it's just going to be a great night. So I am here for the Kloppmann Meet the Artist event, and I've known the guys here at Kloppmann's for a few years. I've met them at the Guitar Summit, and we've called in a couple of times on tour. Just really like what they're doing, and we've just built up a bit of a friendship. And we are on tour at the moment in Germany and Holland, and it's a Monday night, and we would have probably called in anyway. So we're here to do the Meet the Artist event. Okay, so I was always surrounded by music as a kid. My dad always had his stereo switched on, and he would play records every night as a way to relax, and it was all kind of guitar-based music. Quite a lot of it was blues. And I just grew up listening to this stuff, really liked it, and I got a guitar of my own when I was 8 years old, and just learned to play by ear, really, by listening to people like Clapton, Peter Green, B.B. King, Freddie King, all the blues players. My dad's really into blues, so there's a lot of blues records in there, and I just figured it out. How to play mainly the guitar solo sections. I didn't know too many chords. I knew a few basic chords. Then I started going to jam sessions, getting up to play. And then, so when I was about 18 years old, I'd been playing for 10 years at this point. I formed a band with some friends, and we went out playing some shows where I was singing for the first time. I started writing. And a couple of years later, I got signed to a German label. So that would have been in 1998. And from then on, I was signed with a chance to go out and be a professional musician. And I'm still here now, so. We've got a live album coming out in the autumn this year. It was recorded live on tour last year, about a year ago. We recorded the whole tour, and I went home and listened to it. It took a long time. I think there was 29 shows. I had to listen through to 29 shows of me, which was quite hard when you're listening to yourself in a live context, I had to pick out what I thought, no, this is a good version, that's a good version. There's a lot of work listening through. But yeah, we're going to release that in the autumn this year, and I'm writing some new stuff at the minute as well. So yeah, there's hopefully going to be a new studio album next year with a lot of, it's going to be mostly my original songs. So when I play the guitar, because I learnt to play predominantly from listening to blues guitarists, there's always going to be that bluesy, rootsy, foundation of my playing. But when I'm writing, I'm just writing songs. So I'm not trying to be a traditional blues guy. If I do a blues song, I'll try and, make it authentic, you know, but I'm still trying to do my own thing with it. So a big part of the songwriting process that's really important to me is melody, and just having a good story lyrically, and being able to create a mood or say something with the guitar. So I guess when I'm playing, if I am playing a solo in a song, I'm going to be playing for the song rather than a 3-chord 12-bar blues where it's all about the guitar solo. For me, it's the other way around. The song comes first and I add the guitar to it later. Some of my songs are more guitar based, so you know, I've got like some Hendrixy kind style songs, or some songs that are like influenced by ZZ Top or something like that. So that's going to be more guitar focused. But when I'm writing, I'm always just trying to tell a story really, and the guitar is helping to do that rather than being front and center. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's no mistake if you come to see a live show that we're doing. There is a lot of guitar. There is no shortage of guitar solos and guitar playing. So everyone that's here tonight, they'll get enough guitar. There will definitely be guitar, but there will be songs with it as well. It's not just guitar. It's kind of like, you know, every song will be different, and yeah, I'd like to think it's quite an interesting mix. It's very improvisational for me. So with the guitar, I pick up a guitar pretty much every day, and I'll just pick a guitar up and just noodle, just play whatever I feel at that time. I'm really into guitar sound and tone, and I've spent a long time working on that, which is one of the things that kind of led me to, you know, build up a friendship with these guys, that we've got this kind of shared passion for the small details that make the difference, and allow me as a performer or a songwriter to put across what I've got in my head, like a sound I've got in my head. So yeah, I'm really passionate about the guitar sound and the tone and gear. I can talk about gear forever. Yeah.
And you've come to the right place, sir.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I think we have a mutual friend in the UK called Mick Taylor, and Mick, anybody that watches YouTube that's seen a thing called That Pedal Show will know Mick. I've known Mick for 25 years. Mick worked on the UK guitar magazines and stuff, and I'm pretty sure Mick told me about Andreas. I said, look, I'm going to Germany, and he said, you have to call in and check out these pickups and go and meet Andreas. And I think it was a couple of years ago, maybe two or 3 years ago, we had a show. I think we had a show in Bremen, I think, and we came here the next day, and yeah, I think we spent the whole afternoon here talking about pickups. My drummer Craig was not happy about this. It's like, you guys, you can talk about pickups forever. It's like, I can talk about drums for half an hour, I'm finished. So he went and sat in the van. But me and my bass player is actually a guitarist first, and our merchandise guy is also a guitarist. So it was basically 3 guitarists versus 1 drummer. So obviously we spent the whole day here talking about pickups. And yeah, I think I was with them at the Guitar Summit last year. I did a little bit of playing with the guys, and yeah, we're back today.
Best guitar shape?
Strat.
9s or 10s?
10s.
Peter Green or Gary Moore?
Peter Green.
Peter Green or Hendrix?
Hendrix.
Hendrix or Stevie Ray Vaughan?
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Okay. Stevie Ray Vaughan or Clapton?
Clapton.
All right. 60s or 70s in terms of like what decade was better in terms of music?
Ooh, probably the 70s, actually.
Clean or gain?
Gain.
High gain or low gain?
Medium.
Okay, British amps or American amps?
British, probably.
British guitar players or American guitar players?
British. Sorry.
If you had to listen to one genre for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Soul. It's just good, feel good. It's got a good groove. Yeah. I would say probably the best piece of advice I could give you is don't compare yourself to others. It's very easy now with social media to look on Instagram or Facebook and always see someone that you think is better at doing what you're trying to do. You know, you're trying to play blues. There's always going to be someone out there that you're, they're just so good. I can't, and you compare yourself. So straight away before you start, you've already lost your confidence. So I would say don't compare yourself to others. And it's a cliche, but just try and be the best version of what you are and what you can do, and play to your strengths, and just put the time in, and try and, when you listen to other artists or other guitarists, you know, figure out what it is they're doing, work out on their sound and how they're doing that, how are they playing that, but try and get your own thing. Try and have your own identity, because when I look at the internet, there are so many guys that sound like this guy, or, you know, there's a Stevie Ray Vaughan guy, or there's a guy that sounds like Gary Moore, and they're really going for that thing, but it's already been done. So I would say try and get your own style, work on it every day, and just try not to get distracted with other people, what people say to you, because you can't please everyone. That's the other thing. Like when I play, I don't play crazy fast speed, and that's just how I play. It's my choice. And for some people, my playing might not be fast enough, but I'm not going to change it. You've got to stick to what you think is the right thing to do. So yeah, that's probably the best advice I can give. Do your thing and don't get distracted by others.